Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Optimistic Planning. My name is Kadeen, and I'm really excited to do my first ever cash stuffing. This is the first check for April. This channel is all about taking small, actionable steps towards financial freedom, and that's getting out of debt, saving more, and simply spending within my means. The objective for this video is to unstuff what I did not spend in cash but charged on my cards, to stuff this week's paycheck, and then to also open this pretty package. I purchased something from PrincessBudgets, and I will be going over or opening fully and showing everybody what's fully inside of here. I am excited to make my binders prettier. I'm going to put this over to the side, but make my binder, because I only have one currently, prettier so that I enjoy the process more. The prettier it is, the more that I want to open it and look at it. So I will be adding small little trinkets here and there that are within my budget and I'm able to save for and put money aside for, I should say. And so I will be opening that with you guys. So let's start off by unstuffing what I spent. I must say, I really, really overspent this week in groceries. I guess not really, it's $5. But I was surprised that I overspent because I've been really conscious of calculating things. But I did go over. One of my grocery purchases I used cash for, and then the other I did not. And I put it on my credit card. And so I am going to have to pull everything out of here. I already know. And then also figure out how to make this zero, which I'm pretty sure I'm just going to use the money that I have from this week to make that balance out. And so this is what we currently have in our binder, and that's 20, 45, 46, 47. The charge was about 50, what was it? $52. And so there's $5 over. I calculated it earlier, and so I'll put this to the side. This is going back to the bank. There are some other categories that I spent. I know I spent it personal. I finally got some deep conditioner and some moisturizer, so my hair is super happy. And I spent here. I used cash, and so let me just count out what I have remaining. That's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36. So still in the green on personal. Boom. And then I also spent on shopping. Now, I've had an ordeal trying to record this video in particular. I had zero storage, and so I had to go to Best Buy and get an external hard drive. And then I picked up this really cute candle heater lamp. And so it's going off in my room. I wish you guys could smell it now. But it's melting a candle that smells really, really good. And so I used my shopping money to do that. I did some cash. Actually, I did all cash. I had my binder that day. And so now what's remaining is 20, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. The external hard drive, I got a pretty big one, was about $99 or something. Let me see, I wrote it down. Yeah, it was $96. So that was a pretty big pull from this, and I still have more. So I'm super excited for that. For my house, I mentioned to you guys last week that I had to pay my HOA dues, and so I pulled everything from this, and so that is at zero. Car, I didn't do anything, and gifts, I didn't do anything, and then miscellaneous, I didn't do anything. All right, so let's count out the money that I pulled this week. for this cash stuffing. I don't currently have a cash tray, and so I will be putting the money towards the side so it doesn't make the video blurry, but I will count all of everything together on camera. So, and I do actually want to get a cash tray soon. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 6, 50, 100. So that's 7, 720, 40, 60, 80, 90. That's 8, 810, 815, 820, 825. So $825 is what we are working with today. Let me just lay these out so it's easier for me to grab them as we're cash stuffing. For those who are, new to cash stuffing, how is it spending the money in your envelopes? I definitely am still having a hard time like seeing the money go down, which is a great benefit for me. And so I'm wondering, drop down in the comments how you guys are experiencing your spending and the impact of the envelopes on your spending. Let me know. All right, so let's start with groceries. Groceries, again, I mentioned in my first video, I need to increase my allotment. I was doing $110 in March, and that just was not working. And even last week I went over. And so I am bumping that up to $180. And so we're doing 100, a 50, a 20, and a 10. So let's see, let's organize this. So 150, 70, and $80. So groceries got increased. And I'm not mad at this. I rather have a realistic number for groceries than to not. And so increasing it makes more sense. And so you'll see that I decreased some of my other categories, right? We need to eat. So that is groceries. Next is dates. And I'm allotting $40. So I'm going to do two 20s. So let's count out what is remaining here. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100. Wow. So I spent out of here a couple of times. We went on a couple dates and I've just been slowly adding back to it. And so the fact that we're already back to 100, small increments really do add up. I mean, they really do. And so this envelope, because I actually really enjoy adding money here, because I really enjoy spending the money from here because I love spending quality time with my husband. This is a positive, like this envelope is really giving me affirmation on to why I should continue this. All right, so dates is 100. For personal, I will be adding 10. So I'm just going to do a $10 bill. Also, I mean, I think you guys hear me sniffling. Who else is having major issues with their allergies this year? It is really, really acting up. I love the spring because I love how the flowers bloom, and I'm very much a nature lover. But my allergies this year is going crazy. Now I added 10 to personal, so this is what's in there now. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46. I'm very happy I purchased something. I really needed those hair care products. Ooh. All right. All right, so that's personal. Now to shopping. I'll be adding 35. I'm going to do a 20, a 10, and a 5. Let's pull what's currently there and out of there. Let's put the 20, 10, and the 5. All right, so let's count it up. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. That's awesome. $87. Now to my house, I'm going to give that $100. I think I mentioned in the last video that this envelope is for anything house maintenance. So since I already paid my HOA, I am now saving up for this month's maid service. My husband and I split it. So he takes one charge, I take the other. He's been kind over the last couple months to handle our maid service. And so now I'm here. I'm stuffing to, start helping out again. So my housing fund, my house maintenance fund has $100. All right, now for car, this is one of the areas that I reduced so that I can increase my grocery budget. And so I'm putting in $5 for car. So let's see what we have now. That's 20, 40, 60, 65, and 70. For gifts, I have increased this a little bit. I mentioned last week that I have a lot of birthdays coming up. And so I'm doing a 50 this week. And so that's 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, $95. I'm planning to buy my mom a flight back to our homeland of Jamaica. And I said that weird, but it's back home. And then my grandma, a Bible, and my cousin and my best friend, a couple gift cards of their choosing. And so need to really stuff this heavily the next couple weeks as their birthdays are quickly approaching. So that's gifts. For my buffer, I am actually going to be adding $105. Now, the reason why I'm adding so much is one, I have been overspending. And so I really need to consider or think about what I am going to do to kind of stop that from overspending on my card. And so I'm trying to quickly add a buffer envelope for this entire binder. I'm planning to do maybe 250 and just keeping that money there. Anytime I overspend, I just add back to it and just keep a nice amount of money in here for happens like any overspending or any unplanned, unforeseen activities that happen. And so that's 105 into my miscellaneous. All right, so we have $300 left. And that is all not going in this binder, but it is going into my money bag. I really like these money bags. I think they're really cute. I love going to the bank and, putting the money from the teller into the bags. They're really nice. This week, I'm adding $300 to my savings. I mentioned in my last video that my savings is not actually being kept, but is being used to pay down my debt. And so for this week, I will be adding $300 to paying down my debt. I mentioned that I am a debt snowball method user, and so I am really hyper focusing on adding all extra monies that I possibly can to debt and really just like attacking the debt. I'm hoping to be out of credit card debt by June-ish, and so that's why I'm going so hard. So $300 this week in debt. And let me actually add in the 40, what was it, $47 that I overspent, and I will be taking that back to the bank. I'm just going to use this as a differentiator between the monies. And so this is what is going back into the bank. These are just so cute. I'm definitely going to link these below. They come in a variety of colors. Let me show you the pink one. They're just so pretty. They're so pretty. So yeah. All right. So that is it for stuffing. I now want to go and finally open up my Happy Mail. Woo! So again, I got this dashboard from PrincessBudgets. This is I like the color of this. This is cute. From PrincessBudgets. I ordered it a couple weeks ago and just been holding off from actually opening it because I wanted to open it with you all. And so I am excited to start to make my binders have more have more personality that fits me. And that's what I'm doing with the inserts, right? Like making them have my personality, put my own little touch on them. And so I wanted to add just a little bit more of a flair, and it will like the flair will increase as we go. But in her packaging, she sent a thank you card for supporting my small business. She sent a little note, your happy mail has arrived, with my name on it. And I didn't expect this, but she actually sent a savings challenge. And this is perfect timing because I do need to start setting aside money for next year's HOA. This year kind of caught me by surprise, but not by surprise. I know it's due every year, but I forget about it because I pay it once a year. And so I am going to start stuffing for that so that I have enough for then. And so I'm just going to use this. I love the little heart. I hope you guys can see it well. I love the little heart that's in the middle. She gave it such that you can set what each icon. Ooh, oh no. Okay, there you go. You can set what each icon. Oh, I wish this was focused. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, but you can set what each icon is and then the total. And so you guys will see this in my setup. I love the heart. It's just such a cute heart. And so excited for this, and I'm happy that that was added to my package. She also sent this cute little paper clip. And so I'll add that to my setup too. It's a little nice little heart. And then finally, I got, this is like a ribbed dashboard. So cute. All right, so let's add these in to my binder. Let's first do the dashboard. I'm gonna put it towards the front. Isn't that so cute? It just adds a bit of texture. And so quite happy. I like the texture of it. And then for now, I'm actually going to just put this mini savings challenge in this little pocket here and add this paper clip here for now. So yeah, very excited about the improvement. And so, yeah, I'm super grateful for you guys all watching, and thank you for tuning in. And I will definitely see you guys next week, hopefully with less technical difficulties. Bye, everyone.